I know I just showed you a bunch of yarn bands. That was weird. Okay. Hello! Welcome back to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher, you're inside the Stitchery, and I'm so happy you're here today. If you're new, hi! I'm Shannon. I'm the Spoonie Stitcher. A Spoonie is somebody who has a chronic condition, and a Stitcher is somebody who makes art with textiles. This channel is all about creativity. Anything that makes your creative juices flowing, that's what we try to do on this channel. So if that sounds like something that sounds fun to you, maybe hit the subscribe button. Oh wait. Thank you so much. Maybe hit like button while you're down there as well. That tells the algorithm you want more stuff like this. Today, I don't know what we're gonna do, but stay tuned and we'll have fun together. Happy St. Patrick's Day! This video has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day, but I'm putting it out on the 17th of March, and so ttherefore, happy St. Patrick's Day! I've even got my green things in the background. I've got green pillows, I've got green Elfie, Alpha Bear. Now, some of you might be asking yourself, Shannon, it's St. Patrick's Day, why are you wearing orange? Catholics wear green. Protestants wear orange. Technically, I'm not Protestant. My family's Southern Baptist, but close enough. Fun fact. So, I'm wearing orange because I'm not Catholic. Okay, today's video has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day. So today's video is gift or garbage. Yes, here we are back again, gift or garbage. You guys love these, I love making them. What is gift or garbage? Gift or garbage is a series on my channel where I review something, give you criteria on how I review it, and then tell you if it's gift, like giftable, you would give it to a friend, I would recommend it kind of thing, or garbage. Wouldn't waste my money on it. However, this is all my opinion. If you love it and I don't like it, that's okay. If you don't like it and I love it, that's also okay. Nobody's opinion is going to be the same. I am just one opinion of many. I also highly recommend that you go to other channels and other people that you trust and see what they think or test it out yourself. But I'm here in case you wanted my opinion. So, first of all, let's go to our criteria on what qualifies as gift or garbage. So, what makes something a gift? 1. Is it well priced? Is it a good value for what it is? 2. Is it appropriate for the audience that it's geared for? 3. Are the items usable, user-friendly, easy to navigate? All kinds of things can fit in this category. And 4, specifically for this channel, is it Spoonie approved? Do I believe that somebody who has different Spoonie conditions could operate this product? If it doesn't match any of these things, it's garbage. If it matches a few of them, it still might be a gift, but we want to check all of our boxes here. So let's find out if this is gift or garbage. So that's our criteria. That's what we're looking at. Those 4 things. That is how I judge all of these. They are all judged on the same scale. They are all judged fairly. And even if I'm affiliated with the company, I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is my honest opinion of if I think this is gift or garbage. And today's is a crochet kit. A crochet kit by the Woobles. So, the Woobles came out with these new limited edition things. I've reviewed kits of the Woobles before, and you can go watch those. I'll link those down below. But this one has brand new type of yarn that I was highly curious about. This is the limited edition glitter kits. Woo! So, the yarn in here, some of it, is a particular kind of glitter yarn. I was very curious on what that was like. Is it scratchy? Is it soft? Does it come off on your hands? We're gonna talk about all of that. So, here is our cute little troll here. This is Pete the troll. I thought she was the cutest of all of them, although I wanted many, many more. But I thought she was the cutest. No, I didn't pick her because she's a fellow redhead, although, yeah. But I picked her because she's adorable and she has quite a lot of that glitter yarn. So this will be fun to experiment with. This is a kit for beginners. It says for beginners. It also says all materials included. Notice it doesn't say what a lot of kits say, includes everything you need. So why would they make it say this instead of that? So that it doesn't fall into the same batch that most kits fall in, which is it doesn't include everything you need. There are a few things that it does not include that you will need. We'll get to that. Anyway, so I've reviewed kits before of the Woobles. I know how they work. If you want to go see my Fox video on where I walk through everything about the Woobles, how the site works, all that kind of stuff, it's linked down below. But this yarn intrigued me. So first, let's go to my unboxing when I actually unboxed this. And then you can watch me make it, and I'll come back and tell you my conclusion. Okay, so today we are doing another Woobles kit. But if you want to see like tons of Woobles being made, go to my friend Heather, Heather's Creative Corner. I will link her down below. She is the Woobles queen. She does all the Woobles kits. I don't know if she has this one. She might. But this is one of their new glitter kits. So see, now with the glitter yarn that they now come with. Well, some of them. So as you can see, her hair is glitter yarn, and then this little shoulder, and then this little pouch is all glitter yarn, and then of course there's a ball of glitter next to her. So I fell in love with this one because she reminded me of Pebbles Flintstone. Do you see it? I see it. She's so cute. I like this one a lot. So I got this one. I would have loved to have gotten the little fairy as well. I think she's pretty cute, but I will go with my little troll for now. So cute. Anyway, so I am going to make her, but first we need to unbox her. So let's unbox her. Now, if you order directly from the Woobles, you should be able to do this. You don't have to tear this piece. Yep. Oh my gosh, the inside of the bag is glitter. Look. And then of course you see the shiny yarn on top. All right. Moment of truth. Is it scratchy or soft? It's soft. Oh. No way. Okay, I didn't see that coming. I thought it would feel like the scrubby yarn. Mm-mm. This is really nice. I hope they sell this. I hope they, you know how they sell some of their Woobles yarn? I hope they decide to sell some of the sparkly stuff because this stuff is nice. Well, I can't wait to work with this. This is gonna be cool. Okay, what else do we have? We have brown. And we have a sparkly brown. This one's a little scratchier, but it's barely noticeable. I could totally still work with this. And we have yellow. Wait, why do we have yellow? Oh, that's the color of her skin. Duh. And, well, that's something I didn't see coming. We have a glittery yellow 4mm hook. Can you see the glitter? Does it come off? Let's see. My hand's gonna get glittery. Like 2 little sprinkles. So for the most part, this is sealed. Sealed glitter. Yep, sealed glitter. Does it say her name? It does! Her name is carved in the hook. It's really hard to see, but it is. Okay, so she gets her own hook. Stuffing. And of course, the bits and bobs. So let's see. I like how she has her little face sticking out. That's cute. Oh, her sticker. Her sticker is so cute. Okay. Let's see. Oh, she's adorable. She's so cute. And then we have a little bit of black yarn to embroider her face, which is just one little line. But, you know, be prepared. And 3 safety eyes. They usually have 3 just in case, you know, you lose one or you damage one, you know. And a medal needle, always good. Metal is the way to go when it comes to needles. And then the code on the back is another random pattern because they found out that people were like guessing the passwords. So now it is just random stuff on the backs that people can't guess. So that's everything that comes in her bag. Oh, you got to see the inside of the bag. It's so cool. It's all sparkly in there. So fun. Loving the glitter yarn. If you don't know, I am a glitter, I am a sparkle freak. I love sparkle. If I could, my sparkle yarn would be up here where you guys could see it. And I may try and change that this year. I don't know. It's a lot of work, but maybe, because I love my sparkle yarn and I wish it was behind me. But it's all over there. So we'll see. We'll see if I change things up in here or not. Okay, she's gonna be really fun to make. Let's go make Peat. So in order to get one of these kits, what you do is you go online and you go to the Woobles website. And then they have lots of options. They even have sections for beginners, beginner plus, intermediate, and advanced. They also have merch on their website and accessories, which are about $5 to $12 each. Here is Peat. Peat is $30. She doesn't come with her little rock hammer thing. If you want that, you can get that as a bundle for $35. I didn't need that, so I just got her, and here's what it claims she comes with. She comes with safety eyes, a yarn needle, some black yarn to stitch on details, some glitter yarn that comes in brown and orange, some yellow yarn with a pre-started piece, so you know where you start, and some brown yarn, a sparkly hook with her name on it, step-by-step video instruction card, so it gives you a code and then you can see the pattern, some stuffing, and of course the bag to hold everything. So that's what it claimed it comes with. Notice no scissors and no tin, so the little paper thing, stuff constantly falls out. It's really annoying. Here's what the website says. What's included? Step-by-step video tutorials, the Woobles Easy Peasy custom made for beginners yarn, pre-started for you so that you can get right into practicing the main crochet stitch, okay. Unlimited help over email plus virtual crochet office hours, so you can contact them through social media if you get stuck. Plastic eyes, stuffing, yarn needle, stitch markers, troll crochet pattern on a PDF download, and a 4mm ergonomic hook. The skill level is beginner plus. I had to scroll to the bottom of the page to find that out. Recommended for ages 12 and up. No matter if you're a righty or a lefty, they have tutorials for both. The size will be about 4.5 inches tall. As a handmade item, the exact size will depend on the crocheter. So if you're a tighter crocheter or a looser crocheter, your size could vary just a little bit. Okay, so we are now in my account, and I don't want to show you everything that's in my account because I don't want you seeing or guessing what I might be making. But these are 4 items that are in my account, and as you can see, Peat, Fox, and Ravenclaw don't have a lock next to them. That is because I have already unlocked the pattern on my account. As you can see, the sword has a lock on it, and it says Unlock Tutorial. So what I'll do is I'll click on that, and I'll type in the code one time because I bought it with my account, and it will save it for eternity, hopefully. But I still download all the PDFs myself, just to make sure that, you know, if anything ever happened to my account or whatever, at least I have a PDF download. Okay, so here we are. Here are all the different sections in her tutorial. Basics, head and body, ears. Oh yes, let's go to the basics. So in the basics, they consider the overview, how to hold your hook and yarn, single crochet, increase, smooth stitch marker, get back to crocheting position. You can read all that. Okay, so that's what they consider the basics. And then you have things like the head and body is broken up into steps, even when to add the safety eyes and how. Have the nose, the face, the arms, the pocket, the strap, and so on. So that is for right-handed. There's also a left-handed option, but I'm right-handed, so I'm going to go there. Now let's download the pattern and see what that looks like. So here is what the PDF looks like. Materials, everything I just read to you. And it says not included with the scissors right there. Okay, but it does not say that on the back of the bag. Just saying. So here is a breakdown on how to read a Woobles pattern, because they write them somewhat differently than others. And here's the pattern. I'm not going to show that to you, but I am going to show you right here. It says start with yellow and brown yarn. So that's good. They tell you what colors to start with. Okay, so let's get started. So this is going rather slowly because I am exhausted. I have almost no spoons today. I had a doctor's appointment. They did lots of testing, so I'm really tired. But we are on row 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm watching my friend Kylie at Complicated Knots make Pokemon because she's so good at that. And of course, again, we are making Peat. Isn't she cute? Right now we're working on her body. And pretty soon I'm going to have to switch to brown, but I'm not sure which brown. I assume it's just the normal brown, because there's not nearly enough of the sparkly brown to be her torso. If you look at the picture, I think we're definitely needing, yeah, see, you can see the two different kind of browns. There's the light brown, and then there's the dark sparkly brown. So that's fun. And then we've got her hair color too, which is also fun. I love how sparkly it is. I want to play with the sparkly yarn. I want to get this over with so I can play with the sparkly stuff. I am using the Woobles hook for now. We'll see. This is the one that came in the kit. See, it's all sparkly. It says Woobles. It even says Peat on it somewhere. There it says 4mm. But if I turn the hook, there it is. See, there's Peat. P-E-A-T. Right there. So, okay. Onward. Okay, so I'm back because I should be on round 10. I did not read the directions properly. Let me show you. See how that says 7 through 9? Don't crochet when you're this tired. Just wait till you're more awake. A frogging we will go. This is head and body. Just finished round 17. And it's a factory knot. Why do they allow these? So if you've never seen a factory knot before, it's literally just a knot that connects two pieces of yarn together. And the reason this is a bad thing is because this can come undone. So even if you sew it into your piece, it's not very stable. It looks like they tried to do a magic knot, but I don't trust it. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, so here's how I like to handle factory knots. I'm gonna take this one out. Okay. I'm gonna add it in like it's new yarn. And then on the inside here, I will cut this, take these two apart, tie them into a knot, leave it as a long tail, and then sew it into my piece. And that is how I deal with factory knots. So, there's a trick for you. How to deal with annoying factory knots, which I still wish didn't exist. Okay, the eyes are in, and now I am actually going to go against the pattern. I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to make the nose and the ears. Why? Because I find it so much easier to sew things when there's no stuffing and nothing is closed up. It's so much easier to like hide your tails in there and everything. So I like to make all my tiny pieces first. I might even make the arms. Yeah, but we're definitely going to make the nose and the ears. And I think it'll be so much easier to sew them on if I do it now. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so I need to embroider the mouth, and this is kind of all I need. I'm gonna watch the tutorial as well, but I actually think these pictures are really clear. I think I can just figure it out from here. I understand perfectly what I'm supposed to do, even without reading anything. Oh, this is Gail. She is my air conditioner, my personal one, because apparently my body runs hotter than the rest of the family. I don't know. And she only kicks on when I'm trying to film. She's not very considerate. Every single time I make one of these kits, and it's usually the sewing part, I always find something that I'm like, I thought you were a beginner kit. Why are you making it hard on people? And today, it is sewing on the strap. Why did you make that so complicated? Look, y'all, if you make this kit, go here, tack down the edges, go through the body, tack down the back, and then hide the sky. Done. That's it. Don't make it hard on yourself. Anyone else do this? The stuffing bag that, you know, the polyfill comes in, you use it as like a little trash bag while you're working on stuff? Anyone else do that? Just me? Just wondering. So here is our cutie little troll. She doesn't have hair yet, but she has her pocket and her strap. Ears, nose, head, arms. Still not a fan of that color change, but whatever. I love her little smirk. So cute. Okay, so next we tackle hair. And I'm very excited because we get to use the orange glitter yarn. Yay! Yes, and of course I am watching my friend Teresa at Critters Crochet. Go subscribe. In this PDF, you can see every single step of how to make this hair. So if you want to check after each round on how it's supposed to look, there it is. So if your piece doesn't look like that, you can go, uh-oh, maybe I did something wrong, and you can maybe go to the video tutorial or something if you need help. Dun, da, da, da. Isn't she cute? I swear one day I will invest in a turntable. But for now, please excuse the shaky hands. So this is Pete, the troll. Isn't she cute? I loved making her. I did. Now, I know that my unboxing was in 2024, and that might scare some of you. It did not take me 3 months to make her, okay? It took me 1 day. Now, I couldn't do it all in the same day because I'm a spoonie and my body shuts down. But it took me approximately 7 hours to make her. That sounds like a long time, but when you think about other projects and stuff, it's really not. And I am a very slow crocheter. Can I please just establish that right off? I am a very slow crocheter, okay? I'm very careful, I'm very meticulous with all of my stitches, and so I'm picky. So it does take me longer. And yarns that have any kind of cotton in them, I will be a lot slower. This yarn is unusual. The Woobles yarn is a very particular kind of yarn. Now there are many, many, many companies, and I got a video all about this coming up. I'm very excited for that video, but we won't get ahead of ourselves. But there are many yarns that are like the Woobles yarn, and more companies are starting to make them. Again, upcoming video. But the one that came in the kit, this one feels like it has a lot more cotton than normal. I'm not saying that's true, that's just how it felt on my hands. So I had to go even slower, which was frustrating. The yellow was harder than the brown. I don't know why, but the brown was easier to crochet with, sorry. I don't know why. It's the same yarn. So maybe the yellow had a bit more cotton content than the brown. I don't know. But the sparkly yarn, let's talk about the sparkle yarn. First, this yarn isn't scratchy until you make something with it. When I was working with it, I didn't find it scratchy. However, now when I feel the texture, it's rough. But it wasn't when I worked with it. Weird? Yeah. So, working with the yarn, not a problem, but you are gonna have a slightly scratchy project, just so you know. I love the detail. I mean, you can see the stitch definition, the detail, even in this sparkly yarn, like it glitters like crazy, which is fabulous. If you don't know, I am the Sparkle Queen. I love anything sparkly. I know my background is not sparkly. Her nose is. I am on the different side of my stitchery today because my stitchery is a disaster. Lots of projects going on. Anyway, but I take my sparkle yarn very seriously. Very seriously. So her hair looks fantastic. I think that the stitches look great. You can see everything I did. I love that. This little top knot, not the way I would have made it too. I was thinking I knew how they were gonna make this. I was wrong. So the glitter yarn I think is a 10 out of 10. Now your project is going to end up scratchy, but if you don't care about that, I think this yarn is a home run. It does not come off on my hands. Easy to work with. I would be excited if the Woobles decided to sell this yarn. I would be really excited if they decided to sell this yarn. I'm not saying they are, but I am saying Joann's is on its way out. The Woobles yarn has to be sold somewhere. This is my opinion. I think they should sell it on their website, and I think they should sell some of their sparkle yarn. What do you guys think? I think she turned out great, but I have a few concerns.
We interrupt this program to remind you to please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it, and join our wonderful creative community over here. And don't forget to ring the bell down below so you never miss a video. It helps the channel. Thank you so much. We now return to our regularly scheduled program.
So as a reviewer, I watch the videos and I also look at the written pattern. I look at everything because I am looking for inconsistencies, which I find. Not just the Woobles kits, many kits. I think the Woobles are great instructors. I think they know what they're doing. But when it comes to sewing, why do they give you 10 steps when you could do 2? I don't understand that. I understand that I sew differently than a lot of creators. I've had people even see my sewing stitches and going, why did you do that? I don't know. It's the way I was taught. But I love shortcuts. Have you seen my tips and tricks videos? I love shortcuts, okay? Shortcuts that work, not shortcuts that make your project less than. No, shortcuts that work. Can we just talk about this strap? First of all, it's a cool idea. Make the strap. To sew the strap, they want you to place it here, and then sew it down here, okay? Weave your tail through this. Okay, so I was thinking we're creating a ruffle, or we need to cinch it, or something to, you know, make that tighter. No, to get to the other side, to tack it down here. Why would I do that? Tack it down here, push your needle through. You've already placed it here. You could pin it or whatever, and then tack it down there. 4 stitches. 4. 2 here, 2 here, done. And her strap doesn't really move because you pulled it. It's tight. It's not going to fall off her shoulder. Sewing down the hair was way more complicated than it needed to be. Just why? First, you need to get her wig cap secure. You pin her hair in place. Absolutely. You pin these little pieces in place. 100%. But then the back has to be secure. And then you can do the front. Because you've already pinned the front. You don't need to do the front first. The pins are in your way. You do the back first, where there's no pins. And then you make your way up to the front. And you can do it pin by pin. Stuff like that. Also, I don't understand not using the baby tail. You know, the little tail that's hanging off your project where you usually started a chain or something like that. They basically don't use them. They are useful. They are very useful. You can use them to put 2 pieces together and tie it and then hide your tails inside, and now everything's secure, like when I make my false French knot. Or you can use them in order to hide them in your work and kind of like loosely place your piece in the center and then use the big tail to sew around it. But to just not use them and just cut them off, I don't understand. That is confusing to me. So that's another thing that doesn't make sense to me. I like how they tell you exactly where to place things. Like, I appreciate that they tell you exactly where things are supposed to be placed. However, they are not telling you enough detail in the videos. In the written pattern, it says do this and do this. In the video, it says look at the pattern. Why not just tell me? Why am I having to look at the stuff on the screen above me when you could just say it? We have tutorial videos in order for people to tell us how to do things. When I make a tutorial video, I may write it on the screen, but I'm also saying exactly what I'm doing. In case you're having trouble understanding what it is I'm saying, there is script above. But if you're not understanding the script above, I'm telling you. And I don't do that for every video. Mostly I make my tutorials to just talk to you. But for some, I write it out, especially ones that we repeat. Now they do teach you, they do pause and they show you, we're gonna learn a new stitch. Here's how to do the double crochet. Here's how to do a half double crochet, stuff like that. Here's how to do slip stitch. Okay, so if you get to a new stitch that you haven't learned yet in the tutorial, they do pause, teach you how to do the stitch, and then move on. But I feel like they should have taught you that earlier. I don't know. One of the things that it told me in the written pattern that was extremely confusing was it said,
Make sure to flip your piece like the page of a book before continuing to work on the first strand.
what does that mean to you? To me, that means a page, right? Page, right? If I had done that and not watched the video, my piece would be a disaster. Why? Do you know what it meant? Turn over. 2 words. Turn over. 2 words. Or 4 words. Turn your piece over. That was confusing and annoying. So I watched the video to see what they meant. Turn over. Turn your piece over. Now, when it comes on sewing the details, the written pattern and the videos are very good for the most part. Sewing her mouth on was no problem. I didn't have to sew anything else extra for this one. There were no eyebrows or anything like that. I thought about giving her eyebrows. I had extra yarn. But when it came to sewing my pieces, I preferred the written instructions because they were less confusing. But that was just my experience. Maybe your experience will be different. She's still cute. I still like her. I'm still glad I made her. She's adorable. Okay, so let's go into criteria. So a Woobles kit normally runs around $30. That's pretty standard. With this kit, you get materials like hook, needle, eyes, stuffing, yarn, all that jazz. On top of, you get a PDF pattern and you get the tutorials. The tutorials start at beginner basics and go all the way through to make the pattern that you bought. When you think of the Woobles as a kit, it sounds ridiculously overpriced. When you think of the Woobles as a course, which is basically what it is, it teaches you beginner skills to get you ready for the pattern you're about to make. No matter which kit you buy, it always comes with the basics. And I showed you that at the beginning, what the basics consisted of. I know last year I was a little bit more lenient on these kits, but the more and more I think about it, you know what you're paying for? Besides materials and stuff like that, but do you know what you're really paying for? Packaging. You're paying for packaging. You are. You're paying for packaging. And if they do a licensed product, like they did Batman, they did Barbie, hoping for Wicked, all of those, they have to pay a licensing fee. And so your price goes up because they have to make something too. So those are about $45 and up. They have collector editions. They have all kinds of different things. It gets pricey. And you're basically paying for packaging, maybe a special hook, but most of them don't even come with special hooks. These are limited edition, so they came with a special hook, a special glitter hook with the name on it, which is cute. I think that all of the Woobles hooks, and they're starting to do this a little bit, but I think that all Woobles hooks, no matter if it's just a plain hook or not, have the character's name on it. Make it just a little bit more special so that we feel like we're buying something that's a little bit better. Also, You know I'm gonna say it. You know I'm gonna say it. Scissors. Where are the scissors? Funny thing, Woobles actually sells scissors with their little accessory kit thing. This thing, which I've reviewed on the channel. You can look at it down below. But they actually make scissors. So why not put them in the kit? You can end up with a free tin anyway if you like sign up for the email or something. So why not just put everything in the tin instead of the paper container? Also, that cute little sticker, maybe put it on a tiny little sheet so we can reuse it. Because the stickers are cute. I'm gonna say it every single time I review a Woobles kit. Tin, scissors. Come on. So, does it pass for price with a good value? No. In the price area, it fails. Okay, is it appropriate for the audience that it's geared for? Now remember, this is a beginner plus kit, although weirdly, not over the fact that it doesn't say that on the packaging. My fox did. So, that's confusing. If you saw this in a store, you probably won't because this is limited edition, but if you saw this in a store and you saw 4 beginners, is there anything on the packaging that says that this is beginner plus? Not crafty, not coordinated? Nonsense. This kit is for anyone picking up a crochet hook for the first time. No. There is nothing on this packaging that lets you know you need a little bit of skill first. This is beginner plus, and it needs to say it on the packaging. So, that is a small thing that doesn't really have to do with audience appropriate, but how would you know? Now, when you buy it online, it says so. If you scroll down at the bottom, it says it's a beginner plus kit. Okay. I wish it would put it a little higher up, but I get it. But if you were buying this in a store, what if you were a mom who your kid wants to learn how to crochet, and you bought this in a store, and you didn't know that it wasn't beginner. This is advanced beginner. You don't know that. And your poor child gets frustrated because they can't figure it out because they don't have skills yet. Even with that little beginner course that they put in the beginning of their things, I've been crocheting since I was 10. And there were times the videos were confusing as all get out. And I design patterns. Just imagine a little, what does it say? Ages 12 and up. Imagine a 12-year-old getting frustrated with this thing. So, is it audience appropriate? Yes, because I would say advanced, beginner, intermediate is a good marking for that. However, you need to update your packaging so that people know. So it passes, but I have notes. Okay, so what does your kit come with? Stuff. Your kit comes with stuff. So it comes with a reusable bag. You can put all of your project little things in here. I love this little thing on the bottom. Warning, may result in getting hooked. And then of course it has the choking hazard for the small parts. Very good. And it was made in 2024. So this one really is new. And it tells you on the back everything that you will get that's inside your kit. Yarn, step-by-step videos, pre-started piece, 4mm hook, stuffing, plastic eyes, yarn needle, and online instructions. And then if you go to the PDF, it says scissors not included, but you'll need them. I will never stop talking about kits needing scissors or something to cut your yarn with. I know, everybody has scissors. What if you take this on vacation? What if you take this on vacation? You don't have your junk drawer scissors with you. You're not allowed to bring clippers, on airplanes and stuff like that. Come on, kids. Think about travel when you make these. I'm saying, because, how easy would it be to just take one of these, put it in your suitcase, and you got everything you need. And then when you're done with your project, I think she can fit in here. Yep. She can still fit in here. So you can put her in your suitcase if you want to. Or, I don't know, use her like a flat Stanley. Anyway, so you get basically a project bag, which is great. Okay, yay, and usable. Is it resealable? Yes, it is. Ta-da! Okay, you get stuffing. This is my stuffing. This is what I have left over. And this is the little yarn bits and stuff. Anybody else do this? Because it's just so handy because, you know, the little baggie is right there. So, yeah. Plus, I save my scraps. Not all of them, but some of them, the longer ones. Does anybody else save their scraps for extra stuffing? See, I use my yarn scraps in my stuffing and I mix them all together so that I'm not wasting anything. They make good stuffing. And if you mix it with the polyfill, it's less likely to like show on the outside of your piece. I don't know. Just, yeah. So I reuse the little bag too for like your trash. Do they say to do that? No, but I'm going to say keep the little bag your stuffing comes in. Use it like your little trash can while you work. Even if you end up throwing everything away, that's fine. But at least it keeps your space nice and neat. Okay. The yarn. I know I just showed you a bunch of yarn bands. That was weird. Okay. So the yarn, the actual yarn, this is how much brown I have left, how much yellow, how much sparkly orange, and sparkly brown. So tiny. That's how much I have left. Whoop! But I have yarn left, so that's good. That means that they took into account loose crocheters and tight crocheters when it comes to how much yarn should be put in the kit so that the project can be done. Good job. Now what am I going to do with this extra yarn? I have a plan. Oh, I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to watch the channel. This is the yarn. It's a tube. It's a tubular yarn. It has some kind of... There's definitely cotton in this. Definitely. It is soft feeling. When you crochet with it, it's stiff, but I mean, it's kind of soft, a little bit. Okay, so, but we are here because of the glitter yarn. Lots of people have reviewed the kits. You can hear what I think with the Fox kit. I'll link it down below. That's what this kind of yarn is, but the glitter yarn. This is what I was curious about, and that's why I got this one. Well, that, and she's really cute. You are really cute. But, it's not scratchy. It's not scratchy until you make something. So this is scratchy. But when I was working with it, I didn't have any problems, and I have super sensitive fingertips when it comes to scratchy. Oh my goodness. If I just feel something that is remotely scratchy, my fingers are not happy about it. But this isn't bad. This feels kind of like a dish scrubby, which I can kind of handle. You could definitely use this for a dish scrubby. I mean, I wouldn't believe it just being in the ball or feeling this, but yeah, a gentle dish scrubby. And so it was easy to work with, though. I didn't have any issues. My hook didn't get caught. I didn't have any time when I had to like, oh, I'm pausing because this yarn is straining on my hand. No, I didn't have any of that. So yeah. Okay, so we also have the hook, which yes, I used for the entire project. There's an air conditioner above my head. Sorry. This is a standard metal tapered hook. That means that the shaft and the head are not in line with each other. They are tapered. Okay? An inline hook means that the head and the shaft line up perfectly. Very standard. Love it. 4mm hook with a little rubber grip. This one is fancy. It's sparkly. It even has the character's name on it, which I showed you earlier. It's right there. I showed you earlier. Okay. And when you get any hooks, needles, anything made of metal especially, did you know companies have to, in order to protect the metal, they put a coating on your hooks, needles, and what have you. That is why some of them feel sticky, is because there's a coating on it. So all you have to do, get the bottom of your t-shirt, get a cloth, something that isn't going to fuzz, and just vigorously wipe it. Just wipe it, wipe it, wipe it, wipe it. Just get in there, wipe it really, really hard, you know, and it'll be fine. And now it is smooth. So if you've ever been frustrated with any hooks that you're like, ugh, I can't get this hook to work properly. If it's brand new, it has residue on it. That's why your hook's not working perfectly. So rub all the gunk off it, then see if your hook is a problem. It could have burrs, it could be bad metal, it could be, you know, just badly shaped. There are other issues, but always, always wipe your hook. And why do we all forget to show this? I know some of us do it, but we forget to show you we're wiping the hook before we test it. So that's why you might be having trouble with your hook and we're doing fine in the reviews. I should remember to do that in mine. I think I will make a mental note to try and remember to show you to wipe your hooks. Now, it happens with plastic too, not as often, but basically any new hook you get, just wipe it down. Wipe it down, okay? So, this hook had a little bit of residue on it. It's gonna be kind of gray-brown color, and it's fine, it's not gonna hurt you. So I wiped it off. It's very shiny. And the glitter handle, I was a little nervous. I showed you a little bit before when I was unboxing, but I used this hook for several hours and I got like 2 specks of glitter. 2 specks. 2 specks and several hours of glitter. Okay, so it's not perfectly sealed. I can live with that. I think it's good. It's a good grip. I had to take breaks because I'm me and my hands hurt, but it's not the grip's fault. So I think this is a good ergonomic hook, and all beginners should start out in ergonomic. They're not expensive. They're a little bit more than the little stick, but your hands will thank you and you will not develop hand issues later in life. You're welcome. So, hook is good. Okay, now let's talk about this little thing. So they have this little pouch that it comes with all the little bits and bobs that you need. This is your pattern's on the back. What's left in here is 1 safety eye, because they give you 3, 1 safety eye and 1 back. And it's the good back. It's the good back. It's the hard, thick, plastic back. Not the metal ones that are gonna cut you, at least they've cut me. Not the flimsy brown ones that you see in a lot of my tutorials because it's just easy to put them on. But these are my favorite. And you usually have to use some kind of device in order to push them on because they are tough. I use the Craft Easy Tools eye snapper, and then I also use the little one you get from Amazon that's like a little tube and then there's a ball and you push. Both of them are good. Okay, so they give you 3 eyes in case something happens to one of the eyes. Very smart. Love that. They also give you 3 stitch markers, and they checked this time. So in the past, I have not been happy with Woobles station markers? No. I have not been happy in the past with Wooble stitch markers because they don't check them. They have little plastic pieces and they get caught in your yarn and it's really frustrating. So these are made well. There are no problems. They're all smooth, no burrs, no plastic edges. These are good. Also, I like how your starter one is a different color. Very smart. Last but not least, the needle. This is a metal. Yes. All needles in kits should be metal. Some kind of metal. Just stop using plastic. They break. It's enough. Okay, so blunt tip, good. Sharp tip is going to get caught in this yarn. Unless you are doing something where you want to sew in the fibers, like whenever I use chenille or burnout blanket, I use a sharp tapestry needle to sew in all those things because I want it to stay really well. It doesn't matter with these. You sew in between and then you take the 2 ends. They don't tell you to do this, but they should. And then you take the 2 ends, you tie them, and you hide them inside the body. Okay? Easy. So, blunt tip is best for this kind of yarn, so it's good that they picked this. But this needle, when I got it, it was filthy. Now, I told you about the residue thing. It's very true. It's very real. However, I don't know what was on this needle. I had nothing around me that I could use to clean it off at the time, and I was feeling really bad when I was making this, health stuff going wrong. So I just used my bed sheets, which I was about to change anyway, so I wasn't worried. When I first picked this thing up, it was so sticky. It was so sticky. I went, oh, I'm so gonna have to wipe this off. Fine, I'm used to that. I don't know what was on this needle, but the area that I wiped it down in, it's black, like motor oil black. And then I tried to clean my sheets. Whole other story. Anyway, I'm used to gray. I'm used to brown. I've even seen a like brownish yellow. Okay? All of those are normal colors for residue on metal. Not pitch black. That was gross. Because of that, I have to just dock a few points for this particular section because ew. Anyway, it's fine now. It's clean because I cleaned it, but anyway. So when it comes to usable items, everything in this kit is very usable once you clean it. I didn't have any issues. The stuffing was great. I love that there's a little bag that you can keep your trash in. I love that. But I didn't have any issues. I love that there is yarn left over, so they thought about, hey, we got to make sure there's enough in the kit. That's great. I mean, I could probably even make like Pete's baby with this. Right? Like a little Pete. Oh my gosh, how cute would that be? Anyway, yeah. So there's nothing in this kit that I can't use. Everything I could use. Safety eyes were good. They had a little bit of plastic edging on the back, but it's fine. It's not going to hurt your piece because they're on the inside. So, but because of the disgusting needle, as much as I would like to give this 5 out of 5, and normally I would, but that was gross. Like really gross. So I gotta give it 4 out of 5. But it still passes. Can a spoonie with hand and joint issues make this? I did. Did it hurt a lot? Well, I took breaks and I was, my arms were up, everything was supported. Did not wear my wrist brace. I should have. I did do some red light therapy to kind of like warm up my wrists. I didn't really do anything different. So I would say that yes, you can make this. And some colors are stretchier yarns than others. Again, there is cotton in this. So cotton doesn't stretch well. As you can see, this isn't super stretchy. The brown has more stretch than the yellow. No idea why. I have pretty tight tension, so I was trying to do it looser on purpose to see if my yarn would go farther, and it did. I honestly think this is spoonie approved. I really do. I think a spoonie could do this. A spoonie with crochet knowledge. Now, somebody who is a spoonie and they're just jumping into crochet, this is a beginner plus kit. That goes back to another item we talked about earlier, so that part you have to take into consideration. But just because of the hand and joint issue, or elbows, yeah, you can make her. Spoonie approved? Yes. Besides the fact that there are things that I think should be in the kit, tin, scissors, I wouldn't change too much. I would make sure that your videos and your written instructions match. And I would clearly mark your packaging to say Beginner Plus. I know that I bought it online. But what if I was giving it to somebody? Are you expecting me to put that on there? I shouldn't have to do that. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that should be put on the buyer at all. I think it should be very clear and very upfront. This is a Beginner Plus kit. Everyone should know it. And of course, I would change the price. Calculating on like what all of this actually costs. And I am not a good math person. I had help with the math when it came to the advent calendar. So I know you guys like that breakdown. I had help because I am not good at math. So breaking down cost per item and stuff like that, I will say it doesn't cost nearly what you think. So the price does seem a little unfair, but again, you're paying for the glittery hook, the pretty bag with the sparkly inside, the cute little card, and then of course your materials, but how they all look, that's what you're paying for. So, is this gift or garbage? Have to talk to the other me for that one. So, is this kit gift or garbage? It's gift, but I would not recommend it to a first-time beginner. I think they'll get frustrated. I think they'll get confused. If you're just starting out in crochet, especially if you've never done amigurumi before, this is not the kit for you. But they do have other kits like their penguin and their bunny and their chick and other kits like that would be good stepping stones for you. So start there, work your way up. So if you're an advanced beginner or an intermediate or advanced or something like that, go for it. She's fun. Just know that you're gonna have to know what you're doing because they might confuse you. Thank you so much for joining me today for Gift or Garbage. Remember, if you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. You can leave constructive criticism down below. Just be kind. Everybody's opinion is different. Thank you so much for being here today. Pete and I hope you have a very happy St. Patrick's Day if you're watching this on the day that I uploaded it. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too. Bye. What else could she be?